Hello everyone, it's Astra again, and today we'll be making a Danganronpa 2 tier list. That's right. I said I was gonna do one, so I will be doing one. Thankfully this list doesn't have the mascot characters, because I usually don't like to grade them although I will rate them like C or B tier, like Usami and Monokuma, so that's good that they don't have it here. Again, spoilers, if you haven't played Danganronpa 2 and if you haven't played Danganronpa 1, then do not watch this video. What else do I want to say? An update regarding the Danganronpa Unite reaction videos I was making. I did record part 4, but the program I was using to record fucked up and I lost all the recording, so I will probably just continue with part 5 and not upload anything for part 4, unfortunately. But yeah, let's start with Danganronpa 2 tier list. Now, Danganronpa 2 is probably my favorite game out of the 3. I love all the cast members. I don't think there's a character that I really dislike. All of them are like amazing in their own way. Okay, maybe not all of them. I'm looking at the simp right here, but like majority of the characters are really good characters. So let's get to grading them, shall we? Alright, so first one is Akane Owari. Akane is from the characters that are like, she's basically the Hagakure of Danganronpa 2. Like, basically. A mix of Hagakure and Asahina from like the first game. I like her though. She's great. She's fun. I honestly like her more than Hagakure, if I'm being honest. The problem I have with her is that I would have liked if she ended up being the mastermind just like they had planned originally. Because I feel like she didn't really have much else going on. Like, sure, she had the whole thing with Nekomaru in the like the relationship that they had, but other than that, I don't think she fuck. I don't think she helped anymore with the plot and the story. She was just there after like Nekomaru died. It was like more of, oh, okay, now I survived. Like, honestly, if Nekomaru had survived instead, maybe it would be better. But then again, he was like a fucking robot, so I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably put her at B. I think. Not that she's bad or anything, I just think that she had more potential that was not used. And Mastermind Akane would be really interesting, because they have switched like the whole like dumb personality of her to be actually like someone intelligent. That would have been really nice to see, but alright. That's okay. That's okay. And then of course we have Chiaki. I don't know why she's cut like that. Anyway, it's Chiaki Nanami. It's obvious S tier. Let's be honest here. There are gonna be a lot of people in S tiers, aren't they? Now that I think about it. Yeah. Chiaki is great. She's definitely my favorite of the sidekick characters. She's great. Sure, some people don't like the Danganronpa 2 Chiaki and they prefer the Danganronpa 3 version of her. Still, I think she's a great character. I really like her. Sad with her death in the end. Sad with her death in the anime as well. Oh, I cried at that scene like a lot. She's great. And she's a gamer, yo. Okay, no, I'm not counting that. Of course, but she's a great character, and I like her. Alright, so now we're getting to some interesting... not interesting, some... I'm not so sure where I'm gonna place Togami here, the Ultimate Imposter. Yes, the Ultimate Imposter, I'm debating to place him either C or B tier. Don't get me wrong, Togami was like cool. I honestly like his character. He was like a Byakuya, but more good in a way that he was more like, okay, I'm gonna be the leader and help you all like survive. which looked like he was actually the true Byakuya that has already gone through the first killing game, and now he's in the second one. He's like, let's not end it the same way, let's survive. Everyone survives this time. But other than that, I don't think he did anything else. Like, he died. We never learned his name. I guess he didn't have one. But we never saw. I guess in the anime you can see his true face and all that. But other than that, I really don't know. He was more of a plot device than an actual character. I feel like I might just place him at C for now. I'll see about that. And Hajime is, of course, A tier. Hajime is my favorite protagonist out of all 3 games. Hajime is my favorite protagonist. Thank you, car. Car passing by, making full noise. Anyway, I think he's from the more relatable, I'd say. Because, from the protagonist, we have Makoto, who is, a tall wimp, and, really shy and trying to be all hope and hope that and hope this, and he's okay, calm down. And then Kaede is also we're gonna survive. Everyone's gonna survive. Let's do that and not give up. And you're no. I think Hajime is the more relatable of the 3 protagonists. And now he's not as. I guess the others 2 are not boring, but I feel like he's the more interesting character. And also, I really like the whole thing that technically speaking, he's the mastermind. I don't know why people say that it's another Junko. Technically speaking, what's his name? Fuck, I forget his name. Izuru basically started the second killing game because, he came to the island, he plugged that USB, whatever that was, with the Monokuma virus, and then started the killing game. So technically speaking, Hajime is the mastermind of sorts, but Izuru is the mastermind, I guess. Which is really cool. I don't get the whole thing where they return to the Nekomaru, the Ishimaru, freaking Super Saiyan transformation at the end. But at least then it made sense because it was in a virtual world, so I guess that gold mode look or whatever that was made sense at least. And that situation, it's not the same as it was with Hirotaka in the first game. I talked a lot, didn't I? Anyway, let's go with Ibuki. Now, Ibuki originally was my favorite girl when I first started Danganronpa 2 with my friends who were playing together. Originally, she was my best girl. I was really sad when she died, if I'm being honest. And what sucks the most is that she is also a Chapter 3 victim, which means that she gets fucked up by the game. Just like Hirotaka was. Honestly, I haven't read her. I forgot to mention this. I have only read 2 complete free time events, Chiaki's and Mahiru's, some of Fuyuhiko's and some of the other ones. So again, once I read all of them, I'll make a updated tier list. If the characters change my opinion, because it did happen. I originally didn't really like Mahiru, and when I read her free time event, I really liked her. I loved her, actually. So that's that. Ibuki also falls from the same category as Hirotaka in the sense that she's a character that changes completely before getting killed in the same chapter. It's annoying why they do that, because every time it's a character that I like and they just fuck him up in the last chapter, they the third chapter they'll be oh, let's fuck up the personality. Then you're oh, well, they're gonna die now. We know that much. We've played the first game, or I guess we've seen the first game in my case, so we know that she's dying next. When they made her a robot character, thanks to that virus, despair disease, whatever that was, and she would be super gullible and do whatever anyone says. Chapter 3 of Danganronpa 2 is the worst chapter, in my opinion, of all 3 games. It's just one huge mess. They kill off 3 characters that had potential. I honestly don't know. I can see not keeping Ibuki alive for the end of the game, because she would be a bit too much, too over the top. I guess she would also follow the Hagakure line, so I guess they would have to kill her or like Akane, and Akane had Nekomaru while she had no one. I feel like they lost a lot of potential there because it was like they basically killed off everyone from the gang from the Hopespeak Academy. Basically, in this chapter they killed off everyone. It was Mahiru who died first, the previous chapter, and then they killed off all the remaining girls from that group of friends in the same chapter, which is like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess Mikan makes sense for her to kill all those people because she did get her memories back and she did end up probably hating them. But like, that was a huge mess of a chapter. That was really, it didn't make sense. Hiyoko's death was never really explained. She just ran in when Mikan was struggling Ibuki, so then Mikan had to kill Hiyoko as well. And how did she kill her? Who knows? Did they ever show the weapon? Nope. Mikan getting like Sonic speeds, like doing everything in the like barely a matter of seconds. Like this whole like chapter was a huge mess. And unfortunately fucked a lot of the characters in that chapter. That being Ibuki, because she ended up being that really, again, she got the Kiyotaka treatment of the chapter 3 victim of, oh, here's a character that people like, let's fuck up their personality in the last part of their life, their screen time, and I'm gonna kill them off, and we're like, alright, I think I'm gonna place her B tier. I'll see what I can do. I might place her A later. I definitely like her more than Akane. Then again, Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko is my favorite character from all Danganronpa. I like his character. He's one of the people that I do like a lot. I liked him originally when he was like super like foul-mouthed and all that. The badass Yakuza babyface guy. And I really loved the whole thing with Peko. That was really good. That was really good. I feel like if I was playing it alone, I would have definitely cried. But because I was playing with friends, it was not the same mood at that point then. But like, it's really good. It almost seemed that she died as well in the execution, that she jumped in to save Peko, which was like, I guess, the reason why Peko died in the end. It was really nice. And honestly, even though I love Fuyuhiko, I feel that after the whole thing with Peko, I don't think he did many things. Like, he was a cool character, he was there, he was nice. He helped a lot with some cases. Same with Gundham, because he was outside and Gundham couldn't return to his room. But I feel like I'm gonna say some people might not like it because they do be hating on Hiyoko, but I feel like it would be better if Hiyoko died in chapter 3 instead of Hiyoko, because he kind of had his arc, He had his character development, has his arc. We've seen him change, and then if he actually ended up dying at that point of his story, it would be really emotional, because then Peko's sacrifice would be for nothing. He would have become likable, and people would, because I guess before that people didn't like him, I'm pretty sure. And then if he died then, people would actually be sad. While Hiyoko was a character that just started to get their character development and their arc, and then it was like, yeah, you know what? No, you're gonna die now. And we get Mahiru, best girl of Danganronpa 2. A lot of people in S tier this time. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah. Mahiru is definitely best girl. Originally, I didn't really like her character because it was like, oh, you're a guy. Can you like protect her or something? Oh, aren't you a guy? She was like all the time. I read her free time events. They were really nice. I really enjoyed that one. So much that it actually switched my personality, my opinion of her from like C or B tier to S tier, best girl. So that's why I'm saying I'll probably do another tier list once I read all the free time events, because I have read those two only. And I would have finished Fuyuhiko, but he didn't like anything I gave him. I would give everything I had. He was like, this is not good enough for a free time event. Fuck off. I was like, alright, sure. I don't know what to say. I'm like, okay, sure. Alright, so we go with Mikan now. See, she's C tier. I'm sorry, people, Mikan stands or whatever. I'm generally not the fan of the shy type of character. Mikan was not bad, but Mikan was basically the fan service character. But like a lot more. Like, sure, as Hina was a fan service character for like Danganronpa 1, but it was not that much like as Mikan. Mikan had like a lot of scenes that were like, why is this a thing? Why? I'm like confused as to why a Mikan tripping on the floor with her legs open was a truth bullet. Or like, I don't know. Again, she gets the treatment of the despair disease and chapter 3 syndrome, which is really bad in my opinion. I honestly, there's also a bit of a bias here because I really hate that trial. Like, I was playing with my friend, and we honestly forgot that you can actually save some of the let's say arguments or like comments from in the trial. So we literally took 3 hours to just beat the one like whatever that was minigame or something, to make her like admit that, oh, how do you know about that angle or whatever. That took us 3 hours. We used literally every truth bullet we had on every like point to, I don't know what you call that, weak point or whatever, and we ended up having to look in the Wikipedia to like find what is the correct answer to this minigame. It was so irritating. Like, we literally wasted 3 hours of our lives for Mikan. The mistake of the criminal, whatever it was that Chiaki was saying. Oh god, that's so bad. I don't know. Also, it's really weird that she was like, oh, I'm in love with Junko. Why are you in love with Junko? I don't know. Like, even in the anime that we saw her interaction with her, and it was like, I don't really get why, but sure. She also did some really shitty things in the anime, because like, what's the name, Chisa? Yeah, thanks to her, thanks to Mikan, she also got into despair and got her best girl killed. I guess second best girl. But yeah, it's Mikan, you know, sure. Isn't gonna be no one in F tier? Huh. Interesting. Huh. I don't think there's gonna be anyone in F tier. Alright, so now we got Hope Boy Nagito. Nagito is B tier. I'm sorry, Nagito lovers and stands or whatever. Nagito is a good antagonist. Good, that's for sure. Better than Byakuya. I think that Kokichi is better. I believe that Kokichi is better. Nagito was like antagonist, but also kind of like I wouldn't call it antagonist. I could call it like maybe anti-hero of sorts. Like, he wasn't necessarily bad. You know, he was more of like, he acted against the group, but he usually had like a good purpose, in my opinion. Like, same thing with the I guess not the same thing, but like, because he kind of did trap Teruteru and Byakuya, I guess Tugami, to like get them killed, but like, I don't think he really did anything bad. And like, same with the end where he killed off Chiaki with a impossible murder case, which was one of the best cases in the entire Danganronpa, in my opinion. The whole thing that he was like, you know, he found out that Chiaki's a traitor, so let's kill off Chiaki, you know. That was not a bad move. That was actually pretty smart. And if you really wanted like the worst, I guess, because some people were saying that, you know, Nagito was trying to kill everyone else beside the traitor, which is also an opportunity. We don't really know what was the truth behind those two, but regardless, no matter what you see this, like, if he killed off Chiaki, then that was, which he did in the end, then the traitor would be dead. If everyone else died and Chiaki survived, then everyone that was ultimate despair would also be dead. It would be the end of the conflict and all that stuff. So no matter how you see it, Nagito would have done good things. I think he's a good character. I haven't really read his free time events at all. He was interesting. I'll give him that. She was definitely interesting. And then we move on to Nekomaru Nidai, who is my second favorite character from Danganronpa entirely. As you have noticed, I really love the buff characters in Danganronpa. I am disappointed that they all have the chapter 4 syndrome. Okay, so I should mention spoiler alert for Danganronpa V3, huh? Anyway, yeah. Regardless, Nekomaru is great. He's amazing. I really love his personality, the shit talk and all that stuff. He's really great. I really like Nekomaru. I like the relationship with Akane. I don't like the freaking Mekamaru thing. That was really weird. Especially because we lost him with the entirety of chapter 3, and then he showed up chapter 4, and then died in chapter 4, which is like, why? Why are you doing this, game? Like that's really sad, because he survived chapter 4, but basically we see him only in like 2 trials, not 3, which is like, why are you doing this, game? But yeah, Nekomaru's great. Nekomaru's great. That's all I have to say. Next we have Peko. Peko is really cool as well. Peko Pekoyama. I think I'm gonna place her at A tier. No, B tier. I might move. See, now I don't know. I might change them at the end. For now, she's gonna be a B tier. Peko is great. I really like her character, like the series. The whole tool thing was really nice. The whole relationship with Fuyuhiko as well was really good. I think she's a good character. I love her design. Sucks that she died early. I don't think I have anything else to say about her for now. Then I have Hiyoko Saionji. Oh boy, alright. Where do I place you, girl? I'm gonna place you for A tier for now. As I mentioned before, Hiyoko is a really interesting character, a really nice character that I am really sad that we never got to see her character arc. I guess her full character arc, because we started to get a bit of a glimpse of it, and then she would just die. I like her. I just like the whole bitch personality. I don't think she's worthy to like fall on C tier. Like before the whole thing with Mahiru, she would be like somewhere in here. But with like the relationship with Mahiru was really nice. Her whole attitude when Mahiru died in chapter 2 was also really nice in my opinion. Because she only had bonded with like only one character of the whole cast, and then when she died, she was like, oh fuck. And they also like made her look suspicious as well. Peko made her look suspicious as well, which was really nice. And I like that she actually like tried to do something good at chapter 3, with like trying to hold like a memorial, whatever that was, for Mahiru and her pictures, which everyone hated. I like Hiyoko. I feel like she should have survived this episode, because if that was the case, I'm pretty sure she would be like S tier for sure. Because we're going to see the whole character of Hiyoko, because we didn't see it. The game, I don't know why they did that. I really don't know why they switched it up at the end, because I think it was confirmed that these two were swapped and that she was actually going to be survivor and Fuyuhiko was supposed to die in chapter 3. Which would be better. I don't know why they didn't do that. I really don't know why they didn't do that. I really don't know. Like, it would have been really good if they did switch these two. Because like Fuyuhiko was done with his character development. Hiyoko was just getting started. She was actually nice, nicer, I guess, to the others. I would have really liked to see how she would have been as a survivor, in my opinion. That would have been really nice. I think I'll place her an A. I don't know. I feel like I want to see more of her. I'll see at the end. And then we have Sonia Nevermind. Sonia is a character that I personally don't really like. She's not a bad character. I feel like she's just a character that doesn't really serve as much to the story. She exists only to, I think, gives Kazuichi and like Gundham some sort of like, I guess not Gundham, because Gundham doesn't need Sonia. It's like Kazuichi really needs Sonia at this point. Because if Sonia did not exist, like Kazuichi would just be a simp for like the girls, I guess entirely. It would just be like another Teruteru, which would not work. So I think like they brought Sonia in to have Kazuichi simp over her, and give Kazuichi a, I guess, character trait that he needed. Because Sonia just had, oh, that sweet and girl, that innocent, and you were like, all right, I guess I can see that what they were going with, but like, and her talent as well is like really weird, like ultimate princess, like what the fuck is that supposed to be? But I don't think I don't think that she's a bad character. I just think that the other characters are a lot better than Sonia. Sonia just exists in the cast, and I don't think that she like contributes to anything else other than just having the simp over here do his job, and having I like the relationship with Gundam, but they end up kind of forming at like chapter 3 and onwards. I would have loved to see the hamsters stick with Sonia. If she had actually something to remember Gundam, I feel, and actually like, talk about that, I feel like she would be a B tier at least. I really don't like the fact that the four dark devils of destruction did nothing after Gundam's death. If I would like to see someone else surviving instead of Sonia, yes, I would have liked to see someone else surviving. Definitely Hiyoko. Or like Ibuki or something. But I guess not Ibuki because she would not make much sense. Maybe Mahiru, I don't know. Or Nekomaru. But regardless, she's gonna be at C tier. I don't think anyone's gonna go for F tier. Like, I really don't like Kazuichi, but I don't think I'll put him in F tier. I think I'll put him like C tier over here. I don't think I'm gonna put anyone at F tier. I don't think so. Yeah. Kazuichi is a major simp. And I'm actually gonna place him over here because he's like my least favorite character in the entire game. He's not a bad character, he's kind of a joke character, kind of comedy relief, simping for Sonia, giving Sonia a reason to actually exist after Gundam's death. He's okay. I don't think he's amazing. I think he's alright of a character. I haven't read his free time events. Maybe his free time events make him look amazing, and it's gonna go in S tier. I don't know. For now, like he's gonna be a C tier. As you can see, I didn't really like many of the survivors, huh? Like more of the other ones upwards, but whatever. Gundam is amazing. I don't think there's a reason to say why he's amazing. Gundam is great. His eccentric personality is really good. His whole like edgelord thingy. The fact that his style is actually not even close to what his personality is like is really nice as well. I like the personality, the whole relationship with Sonia that they end up forming. He has the death of like he's one of the 3 blackened in all Danganronpa, but they have the death that ends up like being a bit more of the harsher side again. The like just like Celeste, who wanted to die in a certain way. She was happy that she was gonna burn like a witch, and then the fire truck came in and killed her. Same with Gundam, who was waiting to go to hell, and then the animals took her to heaven. And then another character who I will not mention, but also has a similar death. What she wanted to do something to happen, then Monokuma did something else, and fucked up even that as well. Gundam is a great character, amazing. I love his voice. The voice is really good. His whole characters are great. He's amazing. Love Gundam. He is great. Then we have Teruteru Hanamura, the first killer, first blackened, voiced by Todd Haberkorn, which I do like. I will put you over here. That's right. I don't think Teruteru is a bad character. And I really see why people complain about, like, oh, people don't like Teruteru because he's a perv, but everyone likes Miu and Tenko, who have similar traits to Teruteru for some reason. Because they're girls and Teruteru is not. Honestly, I feel like people do dislike his design, and honestly, I do dislike his design as well. Like, I feel like some of the designs they had for Teruteru, like, they were really good. I would have liked to see them, if I'm being honest. I feel like this design kind of like looks similar to like Hifumi in the way that he's like a weird character that has it's like really big for some reason, or with weird traits, which I don't really get. I don't really get why they have to do that. Like, Byakuya ended up being really cool. I don't know why they had to do that. The really perfect character being like that. I don't know. Still think he's really not. He's not a bad character. I like him. He was fun every time he was on the screen. I actually enjoyed his comments. No matter how perfect they were, I actually enjoyed them. It was a nice comedy relief character, in my opinion. The whole like small backstory that we got for him with his mother was also really sweet. Normally, if I was alone, I would probably cry again. But for now, when I was playing the game, I was again with some friends, so the mood was different. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't think we have seen more of him. He would have died eventually. I don't know how much he would survive, if I'm being honest. But C tier because he didn't stay for long, and I guess I like the other characters more, if I'm being honest. So let's check out a bit the tier list, see if I can switch out anyone else. I think you're good here. Same. The C tier is good. No one's F tier, which is interesting. No, I like Ibuki more than Akane. Get Nagito here. Actually, like Nagito less than Ibuki, actually. The big question, is Peko A tier or B tier, and Hiyoko is A tier or B tier? I'm gonna leave her like this. I like this tier list. I think it's good. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the tier list. If anyone wants to like comment, if they would change anything, let me know. Again, this is my personal opinion. It's not me rating the characters in, this character is bad and you should not like him. It's just my opinion. Personally, I like all the characters in Danganronpa 2. They're like really good in my opinion. Best game out of the 3. And yeah. Again, if I say something, because there was some like comments in the Attack on Titan tier list that I made, if I say something like, I would like to see this character die instead of this guy, doesn't mean that I hate the character. It just means that I would prefer to see the other one survive for like story or plot related reasons. Because when I said that about a character in an Attack on Titan tier list, there were many comments saying that, oh, you hate this character. I was like, no, I do not hate this character. I even placed them quite high in the tier list as well. But just, if I say that I would like to see someone dying at some point or like surviving instead of dying, that's because, not that I hate the character, but because I feel like it would be better if they, for the story, if they have died instead of living or like something like that. That's why I'm saying Fuyuhiko would be better dead instead of Hiyoko. Even though Fuyuhiko is my favorite character in Danganronpa. Just saying. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching if you did. And I'll see you next time.